Fire Emblem Awakening is one of the easier games in the franchise, but is it so easy if all weapons only have one durability? I modded my game so that all weapons only have one use and break in one hit. I start my challenge by selecting Lunatic Classic difficulty and customize my Robin with a plus skill boon to boost his critical rate. In the premonition chapter of Fire Emblem Awakening with the one durability, we're given Robin and Chrom to fight Valadar. To begin, I pair up and have Robin attack Valadar with Thoron, which breaks because it only had one durability, and Valadar counterattacks with Grima's Truth, which breaks because it only had one durability. Now, Valadar is left helpless and unarmed, so I follow up by having Robin attack with his Steel Sword, which breaks because it had one durability, and finish him off with Chrom's Falchion, which then breaks because it only had one durability. In the closing cutscene, Robin has him possessed and attacks Chrom, who then dies because he only had one durability. After this, we enter the prologue of Fire Emblem Awakening, which turns out to be completely and utterly impossible on Lunatic difficulty if all weapons only have one durability. We get Chrom, Robin, Frederick, and Lisa, and between them we start with a total of 5 weapons with one durability each, plus a possible 2 more if we get lucky with weapon drops from sparkling tiles. Unfortunately, the prologue on Lunatic difficulty is a route map with 11 enemies, meaning that even if we kill every enemy in one hit, we will still not have enough weapons to complete the chapter. Even if we tune the difficulty down and try hard difficulty, it is still impossible because there are a total of 8 enemies and at most a maximum of 7 weapon uses. So I turned the difficulty down all the way to normal, where the first map only has 5 enemies, making this challenge possible. But even then, completing the first map is highly dependent on chance. Some weapons like Robin's Thunder Tome are too weak to one-shot any enemy, so we will have to get lucky with critical hits or extra weapons from the sparkling tiles. Further complicating matters is that on normal difficulty, the tutorials are enabled by default, disabling several features such as pair-up or trading, making it impossible for most weapons to get to one-shot thresholds. So to make the challenge even reasonably reliable, I am forced to go into the menu to manually disable the tutorial so I can re-enable those features. With this, I'm able to pair Frederick up with Chrom to increase his strength to the point where we can one-shot Myrmidon with a Falchion, which breaks because it only had one durability. A couple of enemies move in and a Barbarian attacks Robin, who counterattacks and kills him with a very lucky Undertone critical hit, which then breaks because it only had one durability. I attack the mage with Frederick, but accidentally overkill him by a large margin by using the Silver Lance, which then breaks because it only had one durability. I defeat the second to last enemy by having Frederick kill a Myrmidon with Robin's Bronze Sword, which breaks because it only had one durability, leaving only the boss remaining. Unfortunately, neither of the sparkling tiles gave me a weapon, leaving completion of the map up to chance since I wasted the Silver Lance. I pair Chrom up with the Robin to increase Chrom's skill stat to improve his critical hit rate. I then attack the boss with the Rapier, killing him with a 13% critical hit and also breaking the Rapier because it only had one durability. With this, we have managed to complete the prologue on normal difficulty with absolutely no weapons left and enter chapter 1 of Fire Emblem Awakening with one durability, which unfortunately is a route map with 7 enemies. During the map, Sully and Virion join, giving us 2 more weapons, and we also have a potential 2 more weapons from sparkling tiles. Sadly, even in the absolute best case scenario, if we got 2 weapon drops from sparkling tiles in the prologue, we would still only have a maximum of 6 weapons for chapter 1, which is not enough to kill all 7 enemies. Since there are no other possible sources for weapons, and we do not have shop access at this chapter, the run is completely soft-locked and cannot proceed. This concludes my attempts at completing Fire Emblem Awakening if all weapons only have one durability. This run cannot even complete the prologue in Lunatic or hard difficulty, and on normal mode, we can only beat 1 chapter before running out of weapon uses and being soft-locked. That's about as far as this run can go. Please subscribe